Well, hey there guys, welcome back to Seed to Table. I am hoping today will be a very exciting video because we're supposed to have a goat. Miss Jenny should have her kid or kids any moment now. We have been waiting very impatiently for like 3 weeks. She lost her ligaments seemingly 3 weeks ago. Like we could not feel them, and I had a friend come and check for me that had had goats and kidded before to make sure, like, because I'm new, you know, to make sure I wasn't feeling wrong. She agreed, they were gone. And then about a week and a half ago, I would say, they got even more loose. Like I could sink my fingers in further. And so, you know, clearly she had a little bit more time still. Well, today I finally went out and she has some mucus, and that is a good sign, but it's not like a big like blob. It was just a little bit, but in the 3 weeks I've never seen that. So today she's been odd the last 3 weeks. She's been showing like every sign possible, pretty much. But you know, the mucus is a pretty big sign that we had not experienced yet. So she is currently, wow, that is bright. I'm hoping she gets a little more restless. She has laid down a lot less today. She is breathing very heavily, but today's the first really warm day. It's like 77 degrees, which is, it's been in like the 50s. So she could just be breathing heavy because it's hot. I don't know. But yeah, so, and then Miss Hermione, our other goat friend over there, has been leaving her alone a lot today, I've noticed, right? It seems like she hasn't bugged her. Revy spotted the mucus, good find, and you came and told mommy, didn't you? You're such a good farmer. You're a little farmer, aren't you? Do you like growing up with all these farm animals? Was it worth it moving to the farm? You happy with the choice that mommy and daddy made? Yeah, it's pretty fun, huh? You love chickens, I know. So yeah, Rev came and got me. She noticed it when she was out here playing with chickens. So she's laying down quite a bit right now. This is the most I've seen her lay down in the last hour. I would say she's laid down. This morning she laid down a lot, but I'd say in the last couple hours she's been standing a lot more, right? Do you agree? Yeah. Okay, so I have my kidding supplies here in a Chipotle bag. I'm gonna talk through because this is the same as it's been for 3 weeks, but since then I've learned even more, and there's some stuff in here that I'm probably not gonna use. So here we have some like puppy pee pads. I have a bunch of these. I have like several packages of them. So I would like for the doeling or buckling or whatever it is to come out on one of these. So if I can like kind of place it under there. Otherwise, I'm trying to keep hands off. We've got some gloves and just some like general lube in case I have to go into like reposition. I don't think she'll have an issue because the buck that she was bred to is smaller than her, and so she should be able to shoot these out pretty easily. We have some Safeguard, which is a dewormer. We'll give that to Mama. They are very much at risk of catching a lot of things right after giving birth because they put a lot of it into it. Another thing I got here is colostrum supplement. Unless like I can't get milk out of her, I'm not going to use this. Otherwise, if she like rejects the kid for some reason, I will just milk her and get the colostrum for the kids. Okay, we have some selenium paste. I will only use this if the kid is like weak, seeming to have trouble standing or something like that. Otherwise, I won't use that. Then I have a bulb syringe just to clean out the kids', you know, mouths and stuff. We got some iodine. This is to put on their umbilical cord area just after. Then I have, of course, a bottle right here. And then I also have some floss, which some people use to tie off the umbilical cord after. So this is something I honestly haven't decided whether, like, it seems pretty 50-50. Like, people are like, yeah, you should tie it off. And then there's a lot of people that are like, no, just leave it. Make sure you just put iodine on it like several times a day the first few days. And like people said, like even using this is pointless because it'll just like cut right through it. So I haven't decided on that yet, but we have all of our stuff ready that we need. It's been sitting by the door waiting for 3 weeks. Both of my friends with goats have been genuinely confused. While we're waiting for Jenny over there to finally have her kid, we are building a new goat stall. I don't know if we talked about, and I will show you guys where we originally built the goat house. Was a bad idea because we didn't realize that is where the water drained. So yeah, we've had issues with it building up, and thankfully the goats have been in the coop, so it wasn't a big deal. But we're gonna fix that. No. Do not do that, girl. This one decided to just rub her head on the camera. Not on my water either. Alright, we are in the coop. We're replacing the nesting boxes. Several of them have figured out these, what are they called? Rollaway nesting boxes. But a lot of them have not, and they just they want, you know, old school nesting boxes. So, look. One of them's over here already, checking it out. Alright, there is no ideal spot in this coop to put up a camera, and we had to use 2 people to put it up, but here it is. We brought Maple in to come check it out, so she's checking it out. So yeah, there's not a lot of privacy, but they don't tend to care about that. Like 2 or 3 of them, I've seen 2 or 3 of them try to squish into one before. So that's why some people may ask, like, why have 4 when we have like 37 chickens? Shouldn't we have more? We had 6 before, and they only used 3, usually more like 2 of them.
Is this setting right? AV?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my goodness. She's giving birth. We got a baby goat.
Yeah, good girl.
There's only one right now.
There'll only be one at a time. Good girl, Mama. Yeah, you're good. You're good. I am concerned about the fact that this baby just went back in. I don't see another foot to push. She might have a foot stuck. That's my concern right now.
Okay, 10 minutes of pushing where you can see a nose and a mouth and nothing else.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was coming. It came further than that when she was laying down, but then she stood up and it like went back in.
I mean, I haven't really seen her push more than 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. Now she's eating.
She's eating the mucus.
Mucus.
I think I'd go in. Like the head. You're gonna come in and follow that up. And somewhere over here or over here. Right?
Okay.
So try to go down under that and see if you can hold it out.
Okay. I feel the head. I'm not feeling the leg. I'm sorry, babe. I know. Oh, I think I got 2 hooves now. There's 2 hooves now.
Hold on.
Come on. Can't get.
She might take a break right there, and that's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
So, should Ariana continue pulling or just hold to make sure she doesn't go back in?
If you, I would hold, yeah.
Okay.
Hold steady, kind of pressure. When you're pulling,
Oh, she's pushing.
and you want to just like hold steadily, like a kind of.
I see the kid is licking its mouth.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, like just run a finger around there,
Okay.
and that might stimulate her to like push a little harder. So you
Okay.
can pull.
Your baby's still licking over here. You see the little tongue.
Oh, there we go.
Yep. Come on. Woo! Should I just let her push it out?
Grab your towel and wipe his nose and mouth out right away. Yep, just focus on his nose and his mouth, and go inside his mouth.
Can I have
to
a
make sure
syringe?
you get all the
Yeah.
nose in. Now remember to
Oh, it's a girl.
no testicles.
I don't see any. I don't know.
Nice.
That was slightly stressful.
A little bit. But we got it. We got her. We got a little Dolan.
She's trying.
Yeah. Baby's not a kid now.
She's so big.
Oh, so cute.
How baby got that cute. Now I want to call her his chicken to fertilize.
Meanwhile, all these chickens are hanging
I got
out.
some cloth out.
Okay. Means milk production is doing A-okay, huh?
Hey, now we can get milk from you.
No, not yet. It'll be a couple weeks before we can get milk.
Yeah.
And it worked out perfect that we finished this today and had somewhere for Miss Hermione to go because she wanted to stay right next to Ginny the whole time. But of course, Ginny did not want her in there. How you doing, Thor? You got one new member to protect.
I don't think you have another kid in there.
Yes.
I think you just got one big one. That was a big one. I don't know if we said, but it's a doeling. So I don't know how we got that lucky, but we did. First kid is a doeling. So that was kind of like crazy, and I don't know how much you guys were even able to see or make out from what was happening. Basically, we were up at the barn. Rev came running up to the barn and said, Ginny's laying on her side, and I saw mucus again. And I asked her, like, how much? She said, just a little. So I was like, okay. So I was like, we should still go if she's laying on her side. So come in here, walk in, and I literally saw, like, what looked like 2 hooves and a head. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, she's ready. But then one of the chickens came in here, scared her, and she stood up, and like the kid went back in, and then she was trying to push again, and she wasn't really progressing, and it was like part of a foot and that one hoof, and I couldn't see anything else, and I was like, all right, there's not 2 hooves there. So then she was pushing for like 10 plus minutes, and I could see a little bit of the head and 1 hoof, but she wasn't, like, she was not getting any further, and it wasn't very far. Like, maybe, like, this much was out. Like, it was not a lot. Okay, maybe that's, like, this much probably was out. So I called my friend. She didn't answer, so I called my other friend, and I was like, what do I do? Like, is this a concern? Because typically with goats, if the kid is not out in 20 minutes, that's a concern. You will probably end up with some stillborn kids if that happens. Like, you really want them to be out within 20 minutes. So at 10 minutes, and she really hasn't progressed, and she's like almost going backwards now because she had it more out until she stood up and then laid back down and like couldn't get it back in, and it was clear it looked like the other hoof then was now stuck. So I had to manually go in, and I don't think I did. I'm not sure I did anything. I was trying to feel, but it was very hard to tell what I was feeling. But whatever I did, 2 hooves and the head were then coming out. But I don't know if you guys can tell, this kid is big, and she kept pushing and pushing and pushing, but just it was not getting any further out. And so that's when I had to like manually help pull down a bit on the legs, the front legs, to try and help her. So just every time she pushed, trying to pull down. So yeah, it was a bit chaotic because I was like having a hard time hearing. It was, you know, of course she decided to have the kid right when all the chickens are coming in, and so they're very loud in here because they're all coming into the coop for the night. The kids are trying to watch, and it's not an ideal space for the kids to watch. So it was chaotic. But in the end, we have a very healthy doeling. I don't know if there's another kid in there. I don't think there is. Like I said, that kid should have already been out. But she should have a placenta soon.
It is the next morning, and the kids are getting to hold the kid for the first time.
The kids are calling the kids.
Yeah. Ariana put this little sweater on her that she picked up, actually on her way home from getting the goats. She picked that up from what, Aldi? It's like a dog sweater or something. One of the things we noticed last night is her nose and her lip. It's black, and then it goes pink there. Right at the edge. So cute. I was just trying to get her cleaned up a little bit. So she's not so dirty.
Not that bad. I know, you're about done.
Careful, don't pull on her legs. Okay, I'll take her, and then Rennie, I want you to get down, and Ari, you can scoot this way a little bit.
She looks just...
Oh,
What?
she's so precious.
No, her head is so big.
Yeah.
I can't believe how it got out. It's just so big.
Now we've got 3 goats.
Yeah. What's that? It's recording, so. Recording.
Are you watching?
Mm-hmm.
Some weeds.
I'm gonna pee at me.
Well, she might. Where'd Jenny go?
Jenny went back with mommy.
Did mommy take her?
Uh-huh.
No, she went back that way.
She's in the goat pen now.
Jenny went right in.
How'd she get in there? The gate isn't even... How's she
What?
in there? How'd you do that?
Are you sure you didn't let her in?
Mommy!
Jenny,
How'd she get in there?
did you just run up there and jump in?
Probably.
Jenny!
Jenny, your baby's over here!
Wow.
Baby's gonna get milk now, yeah. Oh. Isn't it just incredible that babies, as soon as they come out, they know exactly where to get their food from? That's just another stall. So the goats can go lay down in there. Out of the wind, rain, sun. Look at that. 0 wind in here. It's a perfect little spot where they can hunker down for bedtime, stay out of the weather, stay out of the elements, huh?
We did a good job.
We done did good.